Let's get to our player card for today. It's brought to you by UFC 289, headlined by Nunez versus Aldana. 6 Canadians on the card. David Quadrilli, I think he's going to be there because it's in Vancouver. We're going to be watching on pay-per-view in our living rooms. UFC 289 this Saturday. Today's player card is Ryan McLeod, number 71. We're cruising through these player cards, by the way. Ryan McLeod, he had a good year. He was just banged up. It maybe wasn't like the massive step forward that I was hoping for. 20-goal guy who helps you in all these areas. But 11 goals in 57 games, 23 points. That's nearly a 40-goal pace. For a guy who spends basically no time with McDavid or Draisaitl, compare Fogel gets a few games, right? Yamamoto plays there a ton. All the wingers eventually get shuffled through with McDavid and Draisaitl. McLeod doesn't get that advantage, doesn't get that luxury. He still finds a way to score 11 goals for you. If he plays 82 games next year, I think, again, you can look at him and go, legit chance to bang home 20.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think that's fair. Like you said, he's asked to play a role outside of the top 6, and I think he does it very well. I think he's very noticeable in a lot of areas on the ice. He's got a bright future, and
he does.
It's kind of just too bad for him in one way that he plays behind McDavid and Draisaitl.
But I think that's a perfect fit.
A massive positive for him, too, because pressure's off, and to be honest, he's a pretty high pick, right at the top of the second round there. So I love Ryan McLeod. I think this season was positive in a multiple of ways, and it's got to see it keep going in the right direction.
I gave him a B- for his regular season grade. Again, nearly a 20-goal pace or a 15, 16-goal pace, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty good for your third-line center. I think he took some steps forward in other areas of his game. Left me, I don't want to give him an A because, again, I was hoping he'd be a 20-goal guy this year. He didn't end up being that. So a B-. In the playoffs, he didn't score. He was one of the guys who you wanted more from in this playoff run. No goals in 12 games, only 5 assists. Ryan McLeod could have been a difference maker for them. Wasn't. I give him a D+ for the playoffs. Chance of returning, though, 98%. There's an outside chance that the Oilers sit there and go, we can't afford him at 2 point whatever, or we prefer Bukestad. I don't think they should think that way. I just think there's a chance they might. And maybe they trade McLeod for like a second-round pick or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know exactly why they would do that, but I think there's a small chance it happens.
I could see it. I think he'd be like option 6 or 7 on the list to move out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's fair to say 100%, unfortunately. But I agree with your grades. I mean, like you said, in the playoffs, you need a little bit more from him. It's your second time around now. Scored a big goal in the playoffs last year, if I remember correctly, against Colorado. So yeah, need more from him. Overall, though, positive season for Mr. McLeod.
Yep, I think so. Somehow this turned into Darnell Nurse talk in the chat. We're not doing that. So there's your player card for Ryan McLeod, number 71, B- in the regular season, 98% chance of coming back. I really hope. I would love to see him have a breakout year next year and just score in bunches. He's got to shoot the puck more. That's his thing.
What's your lofty goal for Mr. McLeod?
So like this year, he had 78 shots in 57 games. So that's like 1.5 shots a game. Yeah. If he can get that up to 2.5 shots a game, even if his shooting percentage stays the same, I think we're looking at 21 goals for Ryan McLeod and a good piece on their PK. Guy who drives play with his speed. That's my outer marker. 21 goals for McLeod. He gets an A+ next year.
Mine was 18.
Okay.
So we're in the ballpark. Yep. Somewhere in there would be great to see. I think he'll hit it. He's just got to stay healthy. That's his thing, right? Has he played 82 games in a season before?
No. 71 in 21-22. So, yeah.
Because he started the season in Bakersfield last year.
That year, yeah, he did.
So, career year.
Yep. Have an 82-game season, Ryan McLeod. Why not?
2 short-handed goals, too, actually.
Yeah.